Cross-border lease. Cross-border leasing is a lease arrangement where lessor and lessee are based in different countries. It is a means of international financing the equipments requiring huge funds like aircrafts, transport equipments, marine equipments, and telecommunication equipments, etc., which have predictable revenue streams. Such leases are also referred as big ticket lease. Question number 9.13. Please refer to the chapter Lease Decisions of the textbook. Please go through the question thoroughly. Important points of the question. Interest rate in USA is 4%. Interest rate in India is 8%. We are given spot rate of dollar. Using spot rate and the two interest rates, we shall find the forward rates. Spot rate $1 is equal to rupees 40. So 1 year forward rate will be $1 compounded with dollar interest, 40 rupees compounded with rupees interest. So $1 is equal to rupees 41.54. Similarly, we shall be calculating the forward rates for 2, 3 and 4 years. Cost of machine $1.50 million. Life 5 years. Finance available in India in rupees. That is, we may borrow the funds in rupees, convert the rupees into dollars and purchase the machine. Depreciation 25% WDV. If we purchase the machine, we can raise funds in rupees at 10% and convert those rupees amount into dollar and purchase the machine. Life is 5 years, depreciation is this. If we go for lease, we have to pay $3,25,000 payable in the beginning of each year. Tax 40%. We have to decide lease or buy. Let's once again go through the important points of the question. Interest rate is 4% in USA, 8% in India. We are given spot rate. Using the two interest rates and spot rate, we can find forward rates. If we purchase the machine, it will cost us $1.5 million. Life of the machine is 5 years. Finance is available in rupees at 10%. If we purchase the machine, we require $1.50 million. We can raise the funds in rupees, convert the rupees into dollars and purchase the machine. Depreciation 25% WDV. Annual lease rent $3,25,000 payable in the beginning of each year. Tax rate 40%. We have to decide whether we should lease, whether we should take the machine on lease or we should buy the machine. Let's prepare some working notes. Using interest rate parity theory, we find first year forward rate. Then we find second year forward rate. Then we find third year forward rates. And then we find 4-year forward rate. We have to make 5 lease payments. First lease payment will be made when spot rate will be applicable. Next lease rent will be paid when this rate will be applicable. Next lease rent will be paid when this rate will be applicable, and so on. We have to pay lease rent in the beginning of first year. That will be paid at spot rate. We have to pay lease rent in the beginning of second year. That will be paid when this will be the foreign exchange rate. We have to pay lease rent in the beginning of third year. This rate will be applicable. We have to pay lease rent in the beginning of fourth year. This rate will be applicable. We have to pay lease rent in the beginning of fifth year. This rate will be applicable. Working note 2. Lease rent $3,25,000. This will be paid in the beginning of first year when the foreign exchange rate is $1 is equal to rupees 40. So we shall be paying 130 lakh rupees. We shall be paying lease rent in the beginning of second year. In the beginning of second year or end of first year. This is the dollar rate. So we shall be paying lease rent of 135 lakh. At the end of first year, we shall have tax saving on 130. So tax saving is on this amount. Tax saving is on 130 lakh. Tax saving is on this 135 lakh. This tax saving is on 140.20 lakh. This tax saving is on this amount, and this tax saving is on this amount. We shall be paying lease rent in the beginning of the year. We shall having tax saving at the end of the year. We have paid this lease rent in the beginning of first year, and this is the tax saving at the end of first year. This lease rent we are paying in the beginning of second year, and this is the tax saving at the end of second year, and so on. As the question is silent about the schedule of loan repayment of interest, it has been assumed that loan will be repaid including interest in the same period as the term of lease. This assumption places loan an equivalent basis with lease. Bank installment. We have to purchase a machine for $1.5 million. Spot rate is rupees 40. So we have to borrow this much amount from the bank. To find bank installment or equivalent annual installment, what we do, we divide this amount with the annuity. We divide this amount with the annuity, and this is the annuity. This is the present value factor 0, because first payment will be made in the beginning of first year. Its present value factor is 1. Present value factor of 0 period is 1. This is sum of present value factor of 1 to 4 years at 10%. It means we have to pay 143.8849 lakh in the beginning of the first year, the same amount in the beginning of second year, and so on. Calculation of interest. We borrow this amount. We make the first payment. First payment does not include any interest. It is a down payment. So all is the principal. Interest is nil. Now this is the amount due. We calculate interest at the rate of 10% on this amount. Total payment 143.8849, interest 45.6115, and balance is the principal. Now this is the amount due. We calculate 10% interest on this and so on. In the last installment, interest is not calculated. It is taken as balancing figure. Working note, assumption. The machine will be discarded in the beginning of 6th year. Because this assumption will allow us to claim depreciation reduction for 5th year as well. Depreciation for 1st year. What is the cost of machine? Cost of the machine is $1.5 million. The dollar will be purchased at the rate of rupees 40. So 1.5 million into 40. It shall be 600 lakh. It shall be 600 lakh. So depreciation at 25%. Depreciation, 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 depreciation. This is depreciation plus interest. This is tax saving on depreciation and interest, and this is the present value of tax saving. DCF analysis of purchase proposal. If we purchase the machine, we have to pay this much amount to the bank. We have to make 5 payments to the bank. Each payment of 143.8849 lakh. Each payment to be made in the beginning of year. So first payment will be made in the beginning of 1st year, then beginning of 2nd year, then beginning of 3rd year, then beginning of 4th year, and then beginning of 5th year. This is annuity for 0 to 4. Annuity is sum of present value factor. So it is present value factor 0 plus present value factor 1 plus present value factor 2 plus present value factor 3 plus present value factor 4. Present value factor 0 is 1. Present value factor 1 is 1 upon 1.06. Why? Discounting rate is 6%. In India, you can borrow at 10%. Tax rate is 40%. So discounting rate is 6%. So this has been calculated at 6%. And this is the tax saving. This is the present value of cost under purchase proposal. Let's calculate present value of cost under lease proposal. We shall be paying lease rent. That is $3,25,000 multiplied by 40. This is tax saving on this lease rent. This is present value factor at 6%. This is lease rent, tax saving, lease rent, tax saving, lease rent, tax saving, lease rent, and tax saving. So this is the present value of cost under lease proposal. Lease is recommended on account of its lower net present value of cost. Question number 9.14. Please refer to the chapter Lease Decisions of the textbook. Required rate of return is 4%. The leasing company expects a return of 4%. A Japanese company is to quote lease rent for aircrafts required by an Indian company in Japanese yen. In Japanese yens. Lease rent is to be quoted in Japanese yens. Lease rent is not to be quoted in rupees. The aircrafts are to be acquired in US market at the rate of $10 million. Scrap is also to be sold in the US market at 10% of the cost after 5 years life. Friends, in this question, a Japanese company is to quote lease rent for aircrafts used by an Indian company in Japanese yens. The aircrafts are to be acquired in US market at the rate of $10 million. Scrap is also to be sold at 10% of cost after 5 years life in US market. A thorough reading of the question will make us it clear that in this question two currencies are involved. Japanese yen and US dollar. Rupee is not involved in the question. The Japanese company will purchase the aircraft in US market for dollar. Currency of Japanese company is yen. They will purchase aircraft in US market for dollar. They will receive lease rent in yen. We have to quote the lease rent in yen. So only two currencies are involved in the question, yen and dollar. Tax rate in Japan is 25%. Two currencies are involved in the question, US dollar and Japanese yen. Lessor is Japanese company. It shall be purchasing aircrafts in US market against dollar. It will receive lease rent in Japanese yen. So only two currencies are involved in the question. Spot rate, $1 is equal to 120 yen. US dollar is expected to depreciate by 2% per annum. Depreciation is to be charged by sum of digit method. Life of the aircraft is 5 years. Sum of digit is equal to 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Depreciation for first year will be 5 by 15 of depreciable amount. For second year it will be 4 by 15 of depreciable amount and so on. Depreciable amount is cost minus scrap. We have made the calculations on the basis of one aircraft. Our first working note, 5-year forward rate. Today the rate is $1 is equal to 120 yen. Dollar depreciates by 2% every year. So after 5 years the rate will be $1 is equal to 108.4705 yens. At the end of first year, dollar will depreciate by 2%. It will fetch less number of yens. Again next year 2%, again 2%. So this way 5 years forward rate will be 108.4705 yens. Why have we calculated this rate? This rate is required while selling the scrap of the aircraft. After 5 years, the scrap of the aircraft will be sold at 10% of its cost in US market. So we will receive scrap value in dollar, and we are doing question from a Japanese company point of view. So we shall be converting the scrap value of aircraft received in dollar in yens. Calculation of depreciation. Cost 1,200 million yens. Why? Cost of aircraft is 10 million US dollar. 1 US dollar is equal to 120 yen. So cost of aircraft is equal to 1,200 million yens. Cost of aircraft in yen is equal to 1,200 million yens. Sale of scrap will be $1 million. Sale of scrap will be $1 million. Sale of scrap is 10% of cost in dollar. So sale of scrap is $1 million, and $1 million is equal to 108.4705 million yen. Depreciable amount. Depreciable amount will be this minus this. So depreciation for first year will be this into 5 by 15. Second year, this into 4 by 15, and so on. First year, depreciation. This is the depreciable amount 5 by 15. This is the present value of tax saving. This is the present value of tax saving. This is depreciation. Tax rate is 25%. This is present value factor. Depreciation, present value of tax saving. Depreciation, present value of tax saving. So present value of tax saving on account of depreciation is 250.4878 million yens. Our client is Japanese company. We are doing all the calculations from Japanese company point of view. Japanese company has to quote lease rent for aircraft. Japanese company want a return of 4%. And we studied in detail in the capital budgeting chapter that if we want 4% return from an investment, NPV at 4% should be 0. So we shall calculate NPV of the proposal of giving the aircraft on lease. We shall calculate NPV at 4%. That is, for calculating NPV, the cash flows will be discounted at 4%, and we shall put this NPV equal to 0. That will give us 4% return. Present value of sale of scrap. This is the sale of scrap in yens. Sale of scrap is $1 million. At that time, rate will be 108.4705 yen per dollar. So this is the sale value of scrap multiplied by present value factor 5. So this is the present value of sale of scrap. The lessor wants a return of 4%. Hence, NPV at 4% should be 0. less lease rent is equal to Y. Present value of lease receipts, Y lease rent, and this is the annuity. This is lease rent will be received in the beginning of first year. Then lease rent will be received in the beginning of second year, beginning of third year, beginning of fourth year, beginning of fifth year. So this is present value factor 0, that is beginning of first year, and this is present value factor 1 plus present value factor 2 plus present value factor 3 plus present value factor 4. That is beginning of second year, beginning of third year, beginning of fourth year, beginning of fifth year. Solving this, we find this is Y, this is 4.63. So present value of lease receipt is equal to 4.63Y. NPV is equal to, for 4% return, NPV at 4% should be 0, and NPV will be equal to minus investment plus present value of lease rent minus present value of tax saving on lease rent plus present value of tax saving on depreciation plus present value of sale of scrap. Investment, present value of lease rent, present value of lease rent, present value of tax saving on lease rent, present value of tax saving on depreciation, present value of sale of scrap. Y is equal to 244.6259 million yen. The Japanese company should quote the lease rent of 244.6259 million yen payable in the beginning of each of the 5 years.